May 7th, no, May 18th, I think. May 18th. But happy Monday, y'all. New start to the week. Hope everybody had a great Monday and a great start to the week. I decided to hop on here, talk a little bit about digital marketing. As you can tell by the title, y'all, the truth about digital marketing and how to get started. I'm getting straight to the point in this live. If you have questions, make sure you put them in the comments. If you see the live later, drop replay in the comments. Or if you have a question, put the question down in the comment and I will in the comment section and I will come back and answer it. Y'all, why is my phone listening to me? The freak. These phones be doing too much. What? Like, why? I didn't ask you to record all of that. But yes, y'all, like I said, welcome to a new week. Can y'all believe we already like mid-May? Ain't that insane? That's insane. But if you are new here, never seen me before, my name is Elaine, and I teach people how to make online income and do it in a way that makes sense for you, build a strong personal brand, get clear on your messaging so that you actually can make the sales and consistent sales at that. So that's kind of what I talk about. I mainly help women. I do help men, but mainly my focus is women. Like I said, the live is just going to be Q&A style. If y'all have questions, put them in the chat box. And I'm just going to be talking about how you can actually start, which is the exact same way that I started. Honestly, if I had to do it all over again, honestly, y'all, I wouldn't change anything about how I got started. I probably would change things that I did along the way. But like the starting process, I probably wouldn't change anything. So that's what I'm here to talk about. Like I said, digital marketing, y'all, all that is the act of promoting and selling online. If you're selling anything on the internet, it doesn't matter if it's a digital product. I hope y'all can even hear me because I'm really talking today. It doesn't matter if it's a digital product. It doesn't matter if it's a physical product. If you market your business on the internet or online, you are doing digital marketing. It's just a fancy way of saying that, right? Digital products, y'all, for my people who may be brand new and don't know what digital products are or digital assets, all it is something that somebody can get instantly. If they can get it fast, if they buy it from you and they get it via email, either it's a link or a file or something like that, 9 times out of 10, it's a digital product that you're selling, right? And they come in many different forms. So um it could be an online course, it could be a mini course, it could be a template, it could be an ebook, it could be an audio file, it could be a webinar, y'all, it could be a master class, it could be so many different things. And I think that's where people get confused because they think that digital products are just courses, because that's all y'all hear, right? Courses and ebooks. But it's so many other things besides that. So if you are promoting anything like that, then guess what? You are selling a digital product. And the act of doing it is just digital marketing. That's it, y'all. It's not that complicated. So if you want to learn how to make money online, that could possibly free you from your 9 to 5. I'm telling y'all from experience. I'm not talking hypothetically. I'm talking y'all based on what I did. I literally quit my job because I discovered this skill, right? So this is something that I actually did. Y'all hearing it from somebody who did it as a complete beginner. If you're one of those people who think everything is a scam, get that out of your head now. Otherwise, you're gonna stay broke. Yeah, I said it. So, and if you don't believe it, go watch all my other videos. I ain't here to convince you. I ain't here to prove nothing. Go watch all the videos that I've been making for 2 years from the very beginning. Okay. So, like I said, if you truly want to learn, y'all, and you have to truly want this for yourself. For one, nobody can make you. I only come on here to give the information, provide it to people. Sometimes people got to see you multiple times before they actually, start seeing themselves on the other side of like living paycheck to paycheck. And the thing is, people who are smart, they always circle back. Like after watching somebody and they can kind of relate to their story, they like them, they see that they showing up, they see what's possible for them. People circle back, they get started. So like I said, I don't come on here to convince people. It's your life. I'm just saying. But I am here to help if it's somebody who is serious about learning and doing this the right way. I'm here to help y'all. Like simple as, especially if you start through me and you buy through me, I'm here to help. That's just what I do. I don't leave people hanging. I feel like the least you can do is help people. But y'all, quick story. I'm not going to go in detail because y'all can literally watch the other videos on how I started. But I started my journey in April of 2024, and I started with accent. I didn't know I had an accent. It must be Southern because I'm from Texas. It must be Southern or country, one of the two. I wouldn't say country, but probably Southern, right? But thank you. So I started my journey April of 2024. Y'all, brand new as a beginner. The only reason I knew about this space is because I was burnt out from my 9 to 5. Simple as that. I hated my job. Let's go Texas, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I hated my job. And I never used hate. Baby, I hated it. It was mentally, it was emotionally draining. I was tired of it. I could have easily woke up and kept doing the same thing and live a miserable life, but that's just not who I am. And I hope that's not who y'all are. If you miserable in your job and it's not paying you enough, or even if you're not miserable, why keep doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result? So all I did, y'all, I went online trying to find another way to make money. I didn't specifically look up digital products because I didn't know what they were, right? They weren't at the top of my brain. But I was trying to find a way to make money because I wanted to leave my job. The number one thing that kept popping up in my feed on the internet was digital products, y'all. Digital products. That's how I even like first discovered it. And then you know how we do. We see some, we go down the rabbit hole. Next thing you know, we invested now. I'm invested in digital marketing at this point. All I get on my social media accounts is people talking about income, money, how they made $1,000 in their sleep, how they're making money on vacation, how they quit their job. And I'm like, hell, that's what I want. And y'all, that's all digital marketing is. You're promoting and you're documenting the journey. And when people see that, they want that too, and you're learning at the same time. And I literally was watching this random girl online amongst other people, y'all. But I resonated with her. That's why I say don't. A lot of y'all be worrying about it being saturated. Y'all, there's billions of people on the internet. Billions. I don't know how many billions. Google it, but there's billions. Okay, you worried about the wrong thing. And she stood out to me. I was watching her. I liked her vibe. I related to her story. And you know what I did? I invested $500 to buy a digital marketing course called UBC from a complete stranger that I hadn't said 2 words to. That's how I started, y'all. I bought the course that people were talking about. They learned how to make money and was able to do X, Y, and Z. And I never spoke to this lady a day in my life, but I bought that course and I knew after spending the $500 that I didn't have on a payment plan that it had to work, right? I did not have $500 just to throw away. I don't want to say throw away, but to invest in something that I didn't know what was going to happen, right? But I also knew if I didn't invest, I knew exactly what my day was going to look like every day, a miserable hot mess. So what I had nothing to lose. It's either you keep doing the same thing, you know exactly what to expect, or you do something different. The glasses ain't it. Okay, that's cool. Autistic. You must be autistic. I'm obsessed with Texas. I can't wait to go back. Where are you from? Thank you, DJ Duff. I don't know what you're talking about, John. I know they do. One thing about me, y'all, I don't give a damn what people say. Okay, because y'all better get some tough skin. That's all I gotta say. And most of the time when people say stuff like that, they reflect and they hating because they ain't got none. Okay? But anyways, back to see how distraction, the devil. That's anyways, back to what I was saying. I invested. I did it on a payment plan. The fact that I didn't have that money was the exact reason why I knew I had to buy that course. And a lot of y'all be using the reason of not having money as the reason not to start when it should be backwards. The reason you don't have the money is the reason you should be figuring out how to start, right? So that's literally what I did. Like I said, I did it in April of 2024. And y'all hold on a second. But yes, I did it in April of 2024, y'all. And like I said, I had no knowledge. May of 2024, I made 10K in the month of May. So my second month as a complete beginner. If I can do that, so can you. I know people who did way more than that. Some people, it may have taken them months. I always tell people your growth and how fast you succeeded at it is going to depend on you. Me either. It's going to depend on you. I don't know what you're talking about when you said me either. Thank you, Nova. Shaquille, thank you. I am good, y'all. I'm on here just talking about digital marketing and how talking about digital marketing and digital products and how it literally, changed everything for me and got me out of my 9 to 5, y'all. That's kind of what it's about. Y'all can put questions in the chat if y'all have been hearing about it. Y'all want to know more. Drop the questions in the bottom. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Y'all are doing too much. Too much. Too much. But yes. So like I said, y'all, like the title says, the truth about digital marketing. That's the truth. When y'all hear people talking about like how it's changed their life, or even y'all hear the people saying they've made millions of dollars, y'all, it's more than likely true. Most of the people on here, most of them, you always got a few that be doing the most, but most of the people on here are telling the truth, y'all. They're telling the truth. I mean, it is what it is. When you see those people saying they made X, Y, and Z in a matter of minutes, or they woke up to this amount, or whatever the case may be, I know a lot of people who are not used to that. Y'all automatically think it's not real, but that's because your mind is so conditioned to be okay with what you have and what you make, right? So when you hear those numbers, to you or to most people, it's outlandish. So you instantly automatically think, okay, it's not true. That's not the case. You got to get out of that broke mindset, okay? That's not the case. Even me, y'all, when I started and I used to hear people or come across the content, I'm gonna be honest. I've been saying this since day one. My very first impression was like, what kind of shit they got going on now, right? Because I wasn't used to somebody saying, "Oh, I made $2,000 overnight," and I'm like, doing what? You know, doing what? Uh, so that was my first impression, but I instantly knew, like, do your own research, figure it out. Like, you can't just stay stuck in the loop of thinking, something is always not true. So it's most definitely true. Like I said, I started April of 2024 with a course called UBC, y'all. If anybody is interested in learning how to start, I think my title says if I had to how to start. If I had to start over, y'all, I would start the exact same way. So it's nothing wrong with creating your own product. You could literally go in Canva and create an ebook. But the thing is, are you gonna know what to create? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be solving a problem? Is it gonna be profitable? Are you gonna know how to market? Are you gonna know how to build a brand? Are you gonna know what to say to your ideal buyer to make them want to buy? Are you going to know all about buyer psychology and why people buy? Probably not, right? So that's the reason why I don't tell beginners to start by just trying to create their own product. You can do that, but you need some type of mentorship or help. But the simplest and easiest and most efficient way to start is starting with a program or a course that's going to teach you all the skills I just named. Plus, you're able to make money from that same exact product if you choose to. So that's literally what I did. I started with UBC and I used that course. I bought the course. My number one reason for buying it was to learn because I needed to learn these skills, y'all. Once you learn these skills, they don't go away. You just get better at it every day. And it doesn't just apply to digital products. It applies to any kind of thing you're selling, right? And because the course allowed me to resell without having to create anything myself, I literally bought the course. And in a week, I had started a new social media page and I was just talking about what I was learning. I wasn't trying to sell because I was still new. But I did build a page and build a community and build trust just by giving tips and tricks of what I was learning. You don't have to know everything in order to make money. You just got to be a couple steps ahead of somebody else. And you will be surprised how many people have never heard of digital products, don't have a clue. And if you heard of it or you're in this live, you already like so many steps ahead of a lot of people, right? And I literally made my first sale. I sold the exact same course I bought for $500, y'all. Was the exact same course I sold. My first sale was $500. So I made my money back on one sale. And I think a lot of y'all don't get that. Y'all be so afraid to invest money. Why? I don't know. Because scared money don't make money. You're literally investing in a digital product, a digital asset that's teaching you high income skills that once you learn them, you learn them. And you're able to make your money back from reselling the same program and helping somebody else if you choose to. If you don't want to resell it, you don't have to. You can go off and make your own product at that point and use the branding, marketing, sales tactics that they teach you in the course to market your own ebook if you want to sell something else. And I don't think people, some of y'all don't clearly get that, right? What are some of the marketing strategies? I just named a lot of them, Buyer psychology is like the main one. You can have the best of everything and make content every single day, multiple times a day, and not make a dime if you don't know how to position yourself online and how to say certain things and how to trigger certain things that make people buy. So, like I said, if you want to know more about that, UBC has it all, y'all. Um, so that's literally how I started, and like I said, that was 2 years ago when I started. Um, if I had to start all over again, I would seriously start the same way. I would start the same way. I have no regrets. The course is still amazing. They've added a lot more stuff since then. And like I said, you're still able to get in there, learn, and resell the program if you want. UBC is $499. There's payment options available. Klarna, Affirm, Afterpay, all of those payment options that I know y'all heard of. So don't get on here and act brand new. And it's affiliate. So every time you make a sale, you're making $424, literally, right? Or like I said, you use it for the skills and make your own product if you choose to. But that's kind of what I want to come on here, do a quick rundown on that. Just talking about the Jacksonia. I probably messed that up so much. You're doing a great job with the facts. Oh, exactly. I ain't listen. And one thing about going live is going to be distractions. You always going to have people on here being weird. Weirdos are everywhere you go. They're on every platform. They're weird. People are just weird. They get on here and say weird, outlandish stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And it's just crazy. Yeah, but you got to, one thing about that block button and that block button on here and that hide user, I'll click it quick. Say the wrong thing and watch how quick you won't even know it hit you. Your message is not even showing up no more. I don't even think they notify people. They just be typing away and nothing showing up, right? So yeah, I've learned over time from going live for almost 2 years now how to um not pay attention to the distraction so much. Of course they always get you here and there, but yep, that's definitely gonna happen. One thing about it, when I go live, I leave my lives up. Y'all, that's another great thing about YouTube. A lot of y'all be sleep on YouTube. If you have a digital product and you are marketing on another platform, you should also be on YouTube, y'all. YouTube is a great way to make money. Most of my income when I started the very first year came from YouTube. Y'all, from YouTube, from posting, repurposing my shorts that I was making for Instagram onto YouTube. And then of course I was going live here and there also, like answering questions and talking, but majority of my income came from YouTube when I first started. So people sleep on it, but it's a great way to build community and make income, y'all. And like I said, this is not no little income. When I started, I thought it was just going to be a side hustle because I literally was just trying to make extra money on top of my 9 to 5. Little did I know, my second month I made 10K. I made way more than my job was paying me. Y'all, and I continue to do it. Like I continue to do it all of 2024. I averaged anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 for the entire 2024, y'all. And I worked my job at the same time. So because I didn't jump up and quit instantly, like most of y'all would have did, y'all have been like, $10,000, I'm done. I didn't do that because I needed to see consistency and I got responsibilities. I can't just say okay and then it don't work. So I worked and it allowed me to pay off debt quicker. It allowed me to save money because I was working my 9 to 5. And then a year later, in March of 2025, I finally built up enough courage to quit my job, y'all. Believe it or not, even though I was making all this money, my digital marketing business, which started as a side hustle, became my main hustle the second month. And I used to tell people my job was my side hustle because at that point, baby, y'all was paying me pennies to what I'm making on the internet from working 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I was working less, making more. And that's the goal in life, y'all. Take back your time. The goal is not to work more. The goal is to make more money and find a way to do it by giving away less time so you can actually enjoy your life and not retire at 65 or whatever they change the age to and have a little bit of life left to live after you done worked your ass off, blood, sweat, and tears, and they didn't want you to retire when you old as hell. Like that, I didn't want that for myself. So that's the reason why I learned how to do it another way, y'all. But because I was so conditioned to think like we need a 9 to 5, and that's all they teach us in school. And for me growing up, I wasn't surrounded by entrepreneurs. So that's all I knew. That's why I held on to my job so much longer than I needed to, because I was scared to leave. But it got to a point I was like, F that job. That job was interfering with the money that I could be making online. Because at that point, I was making decent money, but 8 hours of my day was stuck at a job that didn't appreciate me. And I'm like, okay, it's getting in the way now. And I quit. So I've been 9 to 5 free since March of 2025. So a year and 2 months at this point. And it all started, y'all, because I invested in a course called UBC. And if I had to start again today, I would do the exact same thing. I would do the exact same thing. Pronounced great. Thank you. I just got into drop shipping. I'm having trouble marketing. I'm glad I stumbled. Yes, exactly. So that's what I was saying. A lot of people are into certain things and then they wonder why they're not making sales, because there's marketing is a skill, y'all. You know what I mean? It's a skill. Building a brand online is a skill. Like all of those things are skills that you have to learn. That's exactly why there's a such thing as digital marketing degree in college, which why are we gonna do that? Why are we gonna spend thousands and thousands and thousands and be in debt with them damn loans when you're literally doing the same in the online space when you buy a course like UBC, right? It's the same equivalence. The only difference, you're coming out better because you're spending less. You're spending 500 to learn all these skills that they have teach people when they go to get a marketing degree in school. And while you learning the skills, at least in the online space, you have the opportunity to make money. When you're in college, you usually in college and not making any money, right? Unless you work in a job. And usually when you get a marketing degree, you get out and you go look for a marketing job. Baby, we not trying to get into work for nobody else. I'm not. So that's why I tell people, y'all, $500 is very, very minimal compared to the amount of stuff you learn. And once you learn this stuff, y'all, I'm still learning. One thing about me, I know that you never stop learning. I'm not one of those people who feel like, oh, I know it all. Baby, I learn something new every day. I be feeling crazy sometimes. I'm like, dang, I didn't know that. But that's the beauty of it, y'all. You learn it every day. But when you learn the stuff, you're retaining the information. And marketing, branding, sales psychology, all of that stuff, y'all, it goes a long way. It works in any business. It doesn't matter if you decide to start a clothing line, a shoe line, or whatever, a hair line. Guess what you're gonna need? You may have the best hair on the market, but are you gonna sell it? And if you don't know marketing, branding, sales, and all those things and how to connect with your ideal person, probably not. You may make one-off sales here and there, but you're never gonna build a consistent business. So that's where the courses come into play, y'all. They're the main reason you buy these courses. A lot of people get in it for the wrong reason. They're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this course so I can flip it and make money and get rich overnight. No, baby, you buying a course so you can master these skills. That's where the true value is. That's where the money is at. The fact that they allow us to resell these programs and we don't own them, but we can resell them and make 400 plus, that's just a bonus. Y'all, that's an added bonus. So like I said, y'all, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. That's the truth about digital marketing and digital products. And like I said, that's exactly how you start. And that's how I started. That's how I started 2 years ago. Now I am in the process of making my own program. Finally, I should have been did it. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I am in the process. I've been working on it for weeks. It feel like months at this point because I'm just, baby, I'm tired. Making your own program is not easy, but I am in the process of making my own program, basically taking all the things that I've learned from the course and through different people, through a business coach that I invested thousands in. All the skills that I've acquired, I'm basically building my own program. So that way I can start marketing my own program instead of marketing somebody else's. Nothing's wrong with marketing somebody else's, y'all. Marketing somebody else's got me 9 to 5 free. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not against it. I may even still keep UBC on my store when I do launch my own program for people who just want to start that way. But I am building my own program, y'all, that's going to be just as good. That's going to teach you the skills that you need, plus teach you how to grow, especially on Instagram, y'all. Especially on Instagram, because a lot of people struggle with Instagram growth, and I'm teaching that also. And like I said, I don't have a date yet because I'm still working on it. I'm almost done. I'm just overwhelmed because I didn't realize it was so much to do. But that's the beauty of it. If you have to work hard at it, then in the end, it'll be all worth it. So yeah, be on the lookout. I'll probably do like early bird pricing or early access for people, and have a lower price for the people who get in early. I'll probably do a wait list before I start and then launch at my actual price. But I don't have details to provide right now. I do have the name, of course, because I've already pretty much built the whole program out, but I'm not really announcing anything just yet until I'm ready. So yeah, y'all, that's all I got. Let me know if y'all got any last minute questions. Let me know in the comments if y'all are interested in my program, if y'all would get on the wait list, if I drop a wait list. If you got questions about digital products, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, y'all, you can do this faceless. I didn't even mention that. So if you shy and you sitting over there like, dang, I want to do it, but I don't want to show my face. First of all, why not? Because you can be making money, and I don't let nobody else stop you from making money. But the fact that you can sell digital products, y'all, and be faceless and make income is crazy. I didn't even mention that. When I started and made that 10K, y'all, I was faceless. So when I started brand new, I started as a faceless creator on Instagram. I didn't even show my face on Instagram for 5 to 6 months, and I was making thousands. I went face forward later. So you can be faceless. There's still a lot of faceless creators. I know y'all probably come across faceless people and be like, how are they making money not showing their face, y'all? The concept is the exact same as somebody who's showing their face. It's just you're not showing your face. Now, showing your face is going to help you build a personal brand faster. I will say that. If you want to build a strong personal brand quicker and better, I would say show your face. But do you have to make money? No. You can definitely start out faceless, start making income, and then once you get comfortable and you know a little bit, go face forward. It doesn't mean you're stuck faceless once you start faceless, right? No, absolutely nothing, nothing like MLM. Nothing like that. It's affiliate marketing. So depending on what you promote, some stuff is just 100%, and some stuff is affiliate marketing. So pretty much, when you invest in UBC, it's $4.99, and you get 85% commission. That 15 cent per commission does go back into the course, and that's how they continue to add resources and do like events and add more ebooks, more knowledge, more stuff. So it's not MLM because it's not like a. I don't even exactly know what MLM is, but I know y'all be talking about like a hierarchy. Is that it doesn't work like that? No, and that's another misconception. I'm glad you asked that. It's not an MLM. No, I be hearing people say that, but I know y'all be talking about like people get paid, somebody else get paid, somebody else get paid. Somebody, no, it's not that. And the great thing about this digital affiliate marketing, once you invest in UBC, say you invested in it and you learned the skills, you can make your own product if you want to and promote that. You can make your, like I'm just told y'all I'm making my own course finally. So when I promote that and sell it, I'm making 100% profit, right? Nobody's profiting off of me, right? So it's not nowhere near MLM, right? It just depends on if you're going to do affiliate. If you do affiliate, you're buying a program and you're earning a commission, a high commission, right? Not no DoorDash, Uber commission, a high commission, y'all. You, like I said, you can easily make $1,000 a day just by somebody joining through your link twice in one day, right? So yeah, that's how it works, y'all. If you want to make your own product, you do that and you earn 100% of whatever you price it at. For example, my Instagram growth guide that I created like a few weeks ago to show people how to grow on Instagram, y'all. I literally gained over 5,000 followers in less than a month on Instagram because I figured out what works. I finally figured Instagram out, y'all. Blood, sweat, and tears. I figured it out. So I created an ebook or like a strategy guide on it. And every time I sell it, that's 100% profit, right? So same thing. Same thing for you. Like if you were to build your own product. But y'all, any last minute questions before I go? Any last minute questions? Oh, I did good. I did almost 30 minutes. I said I was going to be on here 30 minutes. Let me know, y'all. Oh, wow. That's what we doing? I got so many freaking messages to reply to, Lord. I wouldn't know what I would do without the voice chat on Instagram where you can just talk instead of doing all that damn typing. Because baby, I'm not. One thing about me, I'm gonna send a good voice note over typing in that chat. Mm-mm. every single time. Oh, if anybody is interested in UBC, y'all, I'll link it in the description of the video later, but it's always linked in my bio. If you go to my main page on YouTube, you can find UBC there. I also do one-to-one mentorship, y'all. If anybody is interested in that, you can hop on a quick call. We can talk about it. I can tell you how much it is, how it works. But if you just want to start like I did with UBC, it's linked in my bio. Um, if you have questions and you think about them later, you can send me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is also linked, so follow me through the link so that way you follow the right page. But DM me on Instagram if you got more questions. What else was I gonna say? I think that was it, y'all. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for somebody to save you. It's not gonna happen, right? You have to do something. If you want a different life, if you're not happy with your life, and you want to be able to be at home with your family, pay off debt, not have to answer to nobody at a 9 to 5 job, they usually don't value us anyway, right? If you want to be able to walk in the store without checking your bank account, whatever your reason is, right? If you want to be able to do those things, I'm telling you, learn a high income skill. I don't care if you start with me or somebody else. I don't care. But at the end of the day, learn a high income skill, y'all. And digital marketing is one of the best ones out there right now. Once you learn it, you can literally create, like I say, create an ebook that solves a problem. There's a strategy behind it. Your ebook needs to be something that people want. But if you're solving a problem for a certain type of person, you will have no issues making money. As long as you know how to brand yourself, market, sell, say the right things, and you will never have to worry about income. It's that simple, y'all. I don't think y'all be getting it. Like, even if you made an extra $500 a month, what would that do for you? You know how easy it is to make $500 from selling a digital product in 30 days? Very easy. Hey, Alicia, girl. Hey, stranger. Hey, stranger. Yes, it's very easy. So maybe you love your job. Guess what? You still better learn this skill because the way it's going, you might not have it within the next 30 days. The way they cutting jobs every time you look around, listen, y'all better not get caught slipping. Because when y'all do, don't come back on here whining because I'm going to say, especially if you've been watching me since the beginning, I'm going to say, I ain't got no sympathy because you had plenty of time to start and you've been over here watching me. Y'all been watching me since the beginning of the year. That's 6 months almost. You could have already had made your money and probably left your job by now, right? But you too busy watching and you too busy worrying about an investment that you can make back in one sale. Like, that's crazy. You worrying about spending some money when you can literally break it up into payments using Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, Sezzle, Zip, PayPal. So many of them, y'all. It's no excuse. And when people hop on the free call with me and talk to me about this and that, and they mention money, I don't even want to hear it. Money better not be your excuse. I don't want to hear that shit because at the end of the day, we find a way to pay for stuff when we want to pay for it. And the fact that we live in America, if you're not in America, I don't know. But if you're in America, the fact that we live in America and they give us all these pay options, listen, there's no excuse. You just being lazy and you just want to be a watcher. At that point, you want to be a watcher. India? You from India? I don't know what that means. Are you from India? But yep, y'all, I'm be on here a couple more minutes. So if y'all do have any last minute questions, let me know, y'all. Let me know. Alicia, you need to be live. Oh, y'all, if y'all are on Instagram, I forgot. I be forgetting to tell YouTube stuff. And I don't know why, y'all, because y'all my favorite out of all the platforms. But y'all, my Instagram growth guide has been on sale for like a day already. So my bad. I announced it on Instagram. So like if you are on Instagram and you've already started and you're trying to grow, whether you have digital products or not, whatever you got going on Instagram, if you want to learn the strategies behind growing, which you should, y'all, because once you get more eyes on your page, guess what? That could be more sales. And I don't teach you how to get any views and any followers, how to get followers that align with your content that you could actually convert into buyers, right? My guide is on sale right now for only $21. And it's been like that for one day. And I was supposed to end it and I extended it to the end of today. So if anybody is interested in that, Let me know, y'all. The code is grow. I don't even know why I'm giving y'all the code because y'all can't even see the link because it's not it's not a public link. But anyways, if anybody is interested in how to grow on Instagram, y'all, and I'm not talking about no any strategy. This is something you want to know. Trust me. DM me on Instagram and I'll send you the link and the code that you can use to get it for only $21. That's it. If you ain't got $21, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, you do, Alicia. And like I said, y'all, my Instagram is linked in my bio. Use the link there. I think it's linked. Is it? If it's not, y'all, it's somewhere on here. Trust me. It's in my all my descriptions on all my videos. I think it's in my bio. Let me see. I know I ain't. Yeah, it's in my bio, y'all. Go to my bio, click the links, Instagram right there. Follow me, send me a message, tell me you want the code, and I will send you the code. I will send you the code. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. Y'all see how quick anybody caught that? Y'all saw that last message? Y'all saw how quick he on the chopping block? I don't know if y'all even seen it. I did it so quick. That's how you gotta be. You don't even acknowledge their asses. I don't even read that shit. I read it in my head, and if it's some dumb shit, you gone. I ain't even say it out loud. Just stupid. I don't even know if y'all seen it. Some of y'all probably seen it. Some of y'all probably did it so fast y'all probably didn't even see it. So don't be scared to go live, y'all. You got free will. This your page. This your channel. If you don't want somebody on it, block their ass. But all right, y'all. I'm done. I'm done ranting. Alicia, did you see it? You saw how quick I got him up out of there? Just stupid. Just dumb. Just dumb. Mama probably dumb too. Y'all, okay, let me stop. Let me go. It's time for me to go because I don't usually act like that. But like I said, y'all, thank y'all for watching. UBC is how I started. I still recommend people start like that. You missed it. That's how quick it was. He said some stupid shit. I read it so quick and I just swiped his ass up out of here. But, but yes, y'all. UBC is linked in my bio. Follow me on Instagram if you got questions. If you want the code for the growth guide, it's $21 to the end of the day, y'all. DM me over there and I can send it to you. And stop procrastinating, y'all. Stop procrastinating. Like, it's no reason to be waiting. What you waiting on? Because 2027 is like tomorrow. It's yesterday, really. The way these days going, like it's literally tomorrow. It's literally tomorrow. But anyways, y'all, since I have no other questions, if you see the live later, comment your question or comment replay or comment something, y'all. It don't matter. Right. But thank y'all. I will try to come back tomorrow, but I always tell y'all don't hold me to it because y'all already know I might not. But good night.